Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing fine. I survived, thank God. Sounds a little bit weird, but this weekend there was a typhoon coming over Hanoi, Vietnam. That's exactly where I am right now, and it did quite some damage. Wi-Fi was off for a couple of days. I actually wanted to stream in live, wanted to stream in the weekend, but yeah, like I said, because of the typhoon, power was off. More than 2,500 trees fell over in the city. Absolutely insane. A handful of people died, unfortunately, but if you see the damage, man, that easily could have been 2, 3, 4 times as much as many people. If you see the power and destruction of a typhoon, insane. So with that being said, now peace is restored. Internet is back, Wi-Fi is back, so we're also back at the charts again. And I will give you now a regular update again, but like I said, a couple days off the grid. This is BTC on the daily, and we're right away going to dive in. If you have followed one of the live streams that I did last week, then you know that we talked about a few long scenarios. One was from the golden pocket, the most preferred area, where we had a golden pocket, a daily, naked weekly point of control, and another daily. Underneath, we also talked about a high volume node. There's this white thingy right here in the chart. I left it in, and that is exactly where we bounced off on, was it, I think, Friday night. I unfortunately did not take this trade, but you can see that it just bounced off so nicely. Actually also then hit that 78.6. I really wish that I was able to take this trade, because it was such a nice level, and you can also see that now we're slowly going higher. To be honest with you, I am getting actually pretty dang bullish. There is quite some reason for that. One of all is that market Cipher B, the daily, is trying to print a green dot. We're pretty much oversold with the VWAP going higher and the RSIs, so it looks like we are due for a good bounce. On social media, I see a lot of bearish comments. Everyone and their mother is thinking we're going to visit 45, 44, 40k. Usually the masses is wrong, and I already said a couple times, if you are shorting now, you are shorting the absolute bottom here of the range. This was that bigger trading range where we are in, and right now price at the absolute bottom, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you to get very bearish at the bottom. You want to try to long the bottoms and short the tops, but the sentiment is always reversed. Everyone gets super euphoric at the top, super bearish at the bottom, and that is then why most of the people are wrong, and therefore yeah, the mass is always losing money. On top of that, we're also looking here at the liquidation heat map. This is on the Binance chart. This one is pretty accurate, and we're now looking at a weekly view. As you can see, there is almost no liquidity to grab here from the bottom. So the yellow, if you see something that's bright yellow, that means there's a lot of liquidity there, a lot of stops there. And since we already went down quite some, especially in the last couple of days, yeah, we already actually picked up all the liquidity that was there. Now, does that mean that we're only gonna go lower? Go higher? No, absolutely not. Of course, we can still go lower. There can still be an event. The Nasdaq and the S&P 500 can dump, and then absolutely crypto will also dump, at least for BTC. So you can still see a move to the downside. But for now, everything considered, the bearish sentiment, the fact that we took liquidity, the fact that market Cipher B is printing a green dot on the daily, the fact that we already hit some of these very low levels, I actually think that we are due for a very good bounce. Maybe, but it's a little bit too early. The bottom is in, but let's see how it goes this week and the week after. That's very important. For now, it looks like we are just slowly zigzagging higher here on the 4 hour. This could do one of these that we that we eventually roll over, but also have seen a lot of times that it does this, whee, and then eventually also the money flow goes higher, and everyone is waiting for an extra retest, and that's just not coming. We still have a small CME gap from this weekend, so yeah, there is maybe for us a reason to go lower. That's somewhere around here. It's at 54, 50. 600 is it somewhere here at the bottom. It's not all too big. Could we leave it behind? Yes, we do not have to fill that gap, but that was left here during the weekend. So this trade here, from the most preferred area, I think it's fair to say actually it did not really hit, but then this one from the live stream, the 78.6 high volume node, that one is still yeah, that one hit is in profit. We also then hit we have still open 50% of the wick. That is the daily wick. So if the daily candle starts somewhere here, then we have a big wick. That was the liquidation wick, and 50% of the candle is sometimes a area where price bounces from. It is actually something that comes from traditional markets and from Forex. You don't see a whole lot of crypto, but because we have this whole area with a bunch of these support and resistance levels in there, I just wanted to put it on a chart just in case if we get the bounces that you see that it is not random, it comes from a very specific level. Okay, with that being said, if you are not in a long, I would look for something very locally. The best and the safest option right now is a reclaim of the value area low of the range. So we go higher, we do something like this, and then you get in here. Officially you need to put your stop loss here, but I would do it just a bit more locally, approximately 1 to let's say 2% away. Because that should be enough for a scam wick, and that also should still give you enough room for you to put on a good size with a good leverage. If we break it and we go lower than let's say 1.5 2%, actually then you're just losing the value area low again, and then you're really going to take out the lows. But once we start reclaiming it, this is the most safe option right now. First, reclaim some support or resistance that then flips into support before you go long. Second one could be this. You can see that this has been support here, then it was resistance, and then we went lower. So if price would do something like this, this would also be for me absolutely a valid long trade. Going higher, reclaiming that SFP, and then to take the long to the upside. So very locally, these are actually then two long trades. One is from the value area low, and the other one is from that support and resistance area just above. Whatever comes first, all right? And if we reclaim one, I'm not entering again on the second one. That is the idea. It is one or the other. If you're also too late for that, then you could wait. Let me take this. Whoa! Let me take this off real quick. Then you could also still wait for that high volume node. There has been already support and resistance ones, but it's this yellow line. You're already a bit more in the middle of the range. So actually these two right now are the best. That is actually the only thing I would take. And then of course we still have the lows if we go to the 50% of the wick or taking out the absolute lows. Other than that, I'm actually not so interested in long trades. For short trades, man, I'm making it messy so fast. For short trades, the level that we need to reclaim can also be resistance. So let's say that we would do something like this on New York Open, and then we would roll over. This could also be a short because it was support here, it was support here, it flipped into resistance, and now it can be resistance again. So that will be a pretty much an FU trade, because a lot of people will be thinking, oh, we closed a candle maybe here above the very low, let's long, and then right after we're getting a liquidation to the downside. So very careful, it is a bit of a tricky trade. And the other short would be actually from the current level that we're now rolling over here on the very area low. That is both very locally. Both these short trades, they're a little bit tricky because again you are shorting the bottom, so that should really be a scalp, keep it very short. Other than that, we still have the S&P from this level right here, that is approximately 59, that's a 60k, and then eventually we're reaching the highs here, and yeah, once we're reclaiming all of this, actually there might be a good chance that we're going higher. This right here, we also talked about the live stream, could be one big liquidation fest, meaning you could do something like this, reclaim, and then within one session, so 2-3 hours, boom, you're reclaiming everything. So this could be a monster trade if the long plays out. All right, we're talking about 9-10%. Looks a lot right now, but we have seen those days in crypto, we have seen those liquidation events. For now, trade it level by level, trade by trade. This is at least what I'm looking out for. I'm so bummed that I missed this long right here. If I could turn back the hands of time, I will try to do it again. But for now, it is what it is. I will try to get in somewhere locally. These are the most safe options to get into a long. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I am more than happy to answer them. Also, I will try to do a live stream again tomorrow. Make sure that therefore you are subscribed and you click on the bell so that you don't miss a notification. And also, please guys, do me a favor by liking the video, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.